What is this? This is your father's lightsaber. This is a weapon of a Jedi Knight. Not a clumsy or random out of blaster. An elegant weapon, a more civilized age. Only 100 generation. A Jedi Knight with a guardian of peace and justice in the Old Republic. Before the dark time. Before the Empire. Hello, my name is Justin Yehudi, and today, sorry all that, but I wanted to actually show you all how you can actually do your own, how to customize your very own lightsaber stunt prop, shared by Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader, also known as Mark Hamill and David Proud, which he passed away. But this one is actually like fun because you know like how like the background, like when you look closely in A New Hope and Obi-Wan Kenobi give it to Luke and then Luke Skywalker turn it on, and then you can like see on the Millennium Falcon, sorry, not very good, when he like get trained in Han Solo's ship, and then he like looking up, and then just like sorry, like it is actually like a fun little build. Now I know that you probably like see, I know you probably like gonna see this one, which is actually close at the stunt lightsaber if possible. You can see by all the detail, they're kind of more exactly the same, because yeah, like the bunny ear, they don't have a bunny ear, they don't have like I forgot the two eyeball, the graflex clamp would be different, and yeah, that was like fun. So it kind of more like a history on between Star Wars stuff. But hell, let me see. Oh, sorry, I'm very hot. So this is actually a fun little build, and you can see on like here. I don't know if you can actually see it. Like this one had been made in 2004, Hasbro. This one is way more older, way before I was born. Well, I was born in 1998, and yeah, this is actually more like the Clone Wars lightsaber. So I wanted to like show you guys how you can actually customize your very own stunt lightsaber from some of the things. So what I recommend you do is that you get this one. Now this one is Anakin, but in the movie in Revenge of the Sith, when Palpatine actually faced Mace Windu, and he had like the red blade, the Emperor, and then he like trying to fight Mace Windu, and then he hold Anakin Skywalker lightsaber, which Anakin trying to slaughter all the people, all the Jedi, and lightsaber didn't turn to red. So I mean, it kind of like confusing on movie to movie, but if you haven't like see Revenge of the Sith, I recommend you keep your eyes and try to look closer on the fight scene between Darth Sidious, Mace Windu versus Mace Windu and the rest of the Jedi when he by using it. So I just like use Anakin Skywalker blue one just like this, and then I recommend doing is that I use some of the pliers, like a cutting thing, to cut the part off, and then trying to like cut the clip off, like it doesn't have to like be in the movie, so that really like, and you gotta have to like sand out the, I forgot what it's called, like a pens or something. And then after that, you need like a Dremel cutter to like trying to cut the round of the part of the lightsaber, and trying to cut off the bunny ear, but be careful because it's a lot more harder experience, and that would take me a lot of time to sanding it and try and cut it. So you're probably wondering why did I actually cut it off. Well, it kind of like something like started to shake a little bit, so I recommend cutting it and try and take it off if possible, and try to like glue it back on like hot glue and super glue. No one actually knows it. And then what did I do? Oh yeah, I did like put some like a silver, like you could say more like a hard piece of paper. Then I added in some part stickers for the bubble card. Like it's supposed to be like 7, and then put super glue onto here, and then what am I do? Oh yeah, and that for the here, I tried to like cover. Well, I used some of the like clay, and then trying to seal up the gaps on my here. So then I just use some super glue, and then just try to be careful. I don't want to glue in my hand. Oh yeah, and then I put like some plastic washer for the glass eye. Then I use like 1 gem, and then I put super glue on it. But I had to be more careful because I don't want it stuck in my hand, and that would be a pain in the butt to do. So, and then when I do that, I just put clay on the roundabout on the clamp, and then I just take off the control box that actually part of the screws. So I just take them off, sand them, then I glued it right here. Because you see why Darth Vader, when his lightsaber in Return of the Jedi, when his graflex, if I turn to here, face this way, and then I just glue it in place. And then I just use the weird, I forgot what it's called, but you can actually use some of the stickers, like parts, and then you can like super glue them in place. Now, I did like trying to wrap it around in tape, like scotch tape. That way, you know scotch tape, the blue one. I wrap it around into like here, and then I just like spray paint on everything. Oh, and you wanted to like cover up the blades, that way it doesn't actually, you don't actually like put spray paint on it, otherwise they're bad. Or you can actually just close it, put a lot of I'm terribly sorry, like you can actually use scotch tape to cover it up like that. That way you can spray paint the whole thing. I do it like 3 times already, because in Hawaii it's like very hot. So yeah, that kind of like harder to beat. And then once it's dry, I just like take off the scotch tape. Now I noticed right here it kind of like messed up with the bottom one. You can see the black thing. I didn't actually repaint that, but I kind of like leave it this way for right now. just because. Oh yeah, and then I put like some foil around it to make it a circle to cover it up on this. Now, people don't even know on the pommel, which is not part of the movie, so yeah, I put like super glue on it. And then for the button, I just like put some random thing, I don't know what it's called. So in the movie, when Luke Skywalker, like how he turned it on, instead of like him pressing the button right here, he like pressed the button right here. So in the movie, when George Lucas actually handed him a stunt lightsaber, they like pretend like did it more like. Okay, so you have like the blade with the reflective material on it, and then you press the button right here, the blade in the motor that actually spun the pole, like it can actually reflect this sword light back 100 times the intensity. Or you probably get the whole point. If you don't understand on how the movie go, I recommend you watch that movie and you probably see the rest of it. I don't know. And so for the right lever, I used like some. I used like my controller lightsaber from Star Wars Jedi Challenging. Just like people like watch that movie. People like watch that movie, and they like kind of pretty impressive. So I just took it off without even breaking it. Well, when you're breaking it, because these levers are like hard to come by, and they're like extremely hard to find. So yeah, so I just use something like parts or even like washers, like flat washer that I can find, like kind of more like stickers. Again, that's so hard. I super glued it in place. And then for the red button, I just used the red paint. Then I had to use a little paintbrush to try to paint it good. Then seal everything for MOD PODGE. All you need to do is seal it up, and then and you wanted to like use some white. Oh, sorry that I shout out loud. You gotta have to like use white paint for the activation switch, which people might say like, okay, so why did they like put it right here when you can actually turn it on right here? It's the George Lucas film, so I mean George Lucas done everything the best he could, and then I don't know, I think he very smart. He know his movie better than anyone, including that he giving it to Walt Disney Company, which they messed it up. And there you go, you have your very own. Oh yeah, and I forgot that you need to like sand it away, that way you don't accidentally like slide it too much. That way you'll hurt yourself even more. So that's kind of like a pain in the butt. So there you go, you have your very own Luke / Darth Vader lightsaber from Star Wars A New Hope. When you can actually see this in Empire Strikes Back, when Mark Hamill actually used it for his training. Like he just like practicing like training how to fight. And then you see this when he by I think like a Bob Anderson, like a stunt devil, a stunt, you know what I mean, actually like used it to train Mark Hamill. Then when they like, it's very durable, but the blade kind of like wobble too much. So I recommend you like go to convention with it, or maybe like when you're doing like a film something, then you can actually like do it. So it's kind of more like when Luke Skywalker actually like trying to train in like this is a Mickey Mouse hat. Like when he like trained with Ben Kenobi, he said, "Why can't I see on where I'm going?" So it kind of more like this. You see, you can do it. I call it beginner luck. For your experience, there's no such thing as luck. So I hope you can actually understand my video, and thank you all so much for watching this video. I'm sure that you can actually learn how to customize your very own lightsaber toy by turn from this into a new one. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have any question or something, please hit the subscribe. No, please like make a comment down below. And if you're new on the video, please hit the thumb. No, sorry about that. Like, I'm sorry. Well, like, I'm sorry. Like, if you like this video, please hit the thumb up and leave a comment down below on which lightsaber do you like the most, or which stunt lightsaber do you like. Sorry, kind of like burpee. And if you new to the channel, please hit the subscribe on my channel to get notification for my next video. So yeah, I think that all the time that I have. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and may the force be with you.